The undisputed heavyweight championship of the world is up for grabs one more time, in a bit more of a unique way than probably it should, but this is still a battle that is worthy of that title, as Daniel Dubois goes up against Alexander Usyk for a second time to see who is undisputed as the best heavyweight in the world right now. This is your fight preview for Usyk versus Dubois, the rematch happening in Wembley Stadium. We have two heavyweight kings going toe-to-toe this Saturday, with Alexander Usyk taking on Daniel Dubois. These two have fought before. It was Alexander Usyk coming away with a victory over Dubois a few years ago. Since then, Daniel Dubois has been on a mission to get back to this level, and boy, has he, as he has shown to be a knockout artist. While he has been putting on some impressive shows, Usyk has been off in some absolute battles against Tyson Fury for the heavyweight crown. Will say coming in, I mentioned there at the top that this is a unique setup for this undisputed heavyweight championship fight. I mentioned in the Fight Night First Look earlier, when Usyk left the ring after his second fight with Tyson Fury, he was the undisputed heavyweight champion. There has not been an absurd amount of time between fights, but he was still stripped of the IBF Heavyweight Championship. Dubois won that in his last bout, and so now he is the IBF Heavyweight King going into this one. So they will once again be unifying all of the belts on Saturday afternoon out at Wembley. So how does this fight go down? I think the intriguing part of it is obviously the power of Dubois against the tactical nature of Alexander Usyk and how he can try to piece things together here, I suppose. Usyk has obviously shown he is good enough to outbox anyone at heavyweight, and that includes Dubois. Even with the advancements that Dubois has made, the best of Usyk outboxes the best of Dubois, no question asked. We asked about some concerns, maybe about focus at certain points before in some of our preview clips that we had. I don't know if that's necessarily going to be a problem here. The one thing I have the slightest bit of concern with is that those fights with Tyson Fury were not easy. Nothing about those fights came easy for Usyk. He really had to battle his way through that. And he is someone who is now 37 years old. So, where are we at with him? If he has slipped even that much, Daniel Dubois has turned himself into a knockout king of the highest order and someone who can really cause some problems for the heavyweight champion of the world here. And so that is where I have a touch of a concern for Usyk, is if there has been even the slightest bit of falling off for Usyk, then there is a very, very dangerous fighter who is waiting to take full advantage of that and try to put him away. So I want to stress, I don't think that is the case. I don't think that Usyk will have fallen off. I don't think that he has just too much of the limelight or anything like that. And the odds would suggest that he is doing well. He is a minus 400 favorite in this bout, but there is just something there when you have a knockout guy like Dubois that you really, really have to concern yourself with. So we will see what we have here on Saturday. I think it's going to be a great fight. I do think in the end, the technical mastery of Usyk wins out. And I think he will be able to put together another fantastic performance and remind everyone why he is one of the best in the world at the sport of boxing. A couple of things that are intriguing. Usyk to win this fight by decision is plus 200. I think that is an excellent value there. Plus 110 is him to knock out Daniel Dubois. Sure, yeah. I guess that could be the favorite thing. If you are assuming that maybe Usyk, like if he is going to win, he is going to have to finish him to avoid those bombs that could be coming from the giant heavyweight on the other side of him. But I just think the more likely outcome is Usyk with another mastery of the sport puts Dubois away points-wise rather than a full knockout. Dubois to win by knockout is plus 375. Him to win at all is plus 300. So you're getting a little bit of value there, and I don't see there being a world where Dubois outpoints Usyk. So that plus 375, if you are a believer in the challenger, I guess they're both champions, but the real challenger here in Dubois, I think that there is probably a little bit of a sprinkle you could put on that knockout. But Usyk at plus, plus 200 to win by decision, good enough for me coming up here on Saturday. So I'm excited. I think you could probably tell. I am very interested at what this fight looks like on Saturday, and I can't wait to see how this kind of chess match unfolds.